Hello, hello. Welcome to this live lesson here on the Speak English with Vanessa YouTube channel. I'm so excited that you decided to join me today. I hope you're having a wonderful beginning to 2025. Today, I'm going to help you learn how you can level up your English speaking skills in 2025. So strap on your English helmets and join me for the next 30 to 45 minutes where I will be live. I will be asking you some questions. I will hopefully be answering your questions as well. And I hope you'll learn something useful along the way. So let's get started with my first question for you. My first question for you is, tell me, where are you from? Let me know in the chat where you're joining me from, because I'm sure we have students from all over the world, which is very exciting. I see we have Sahana from India. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for joining me. Hello. All right, we have Clover from Turkey. Hello, wonderful. Checo Vax from Mexico. Thanks for joining me. Vincenzo from Italy. Awesome. Thank you so much for joining me. Oh, I see the comments. They're going by very quickly. India, Indonesia, Azerbaijan, America, Japan. Wow. Thank you so much for joining me all the way from Japan. It is probably late at night here. So late at night for you because it is morning here. So thank you for taking time out of your day. Guatemala, wonderful. Morocco, thanks for joining me. Bruno in Malta. All right, I think we have all of the world covered. So thank you so much. I am here on the East Coast of the United States, and that's where I'm from. If you are joining me for the first time ever, I'm Vanessa, and I run this YouTube channel, Speak English with Vanessa, and also the website, speakenglishwithvanessa.com. And I'm here to help you learn real English. So not textbook English, not English that you learned just in the classroom, but English that real people use in real daily life so that you can have comfortable conversations. All right, I have a second question for you today. There will be many questions, so get prepared. I want to know, what is the hardest part about speaking in English? Think about that for a moment. If you have lots of opportunities to speak in English, what makes it difficult for you? Or if you have no opportunities to speak in English, well, maybe that's the difficulty, that you have no opportunities. Let me know in the comments, what is the most difficult for you? I see we have a great answer here. Tangling of sentences. So just the sentences just all blend together. Extremely tricky. Pronunciation. Yes, absolutely. Pronunciation, very tricky. Chandrael, speaking in front of people. Yes, so this is hard in your own language, right? Speaking in front of people, presenting, and then in English, that's multi-level challenge there, right? Mosin has a great answer, getting used to it. So what's a challenge about speaking English? Just getting used to it. And the best way to get used to speaking English is to have lots of opportunities, lots of practice. And in today's lesson, I'm going to tell you how you can have almost endless opportunities for speaking in English so that you can get used to it. Great idea. All right, let's take a look at my next question. I want to know, how would your life change if you could speak English clearly and confidently? Why are you trying to learn English? You're hoping that something will change. Maybe your job. Maybe you'll fall in love with someone who speaks English. Maybe you can travel easily. Tell me, how would your life change if you could speak English clearly and confidently? Why are you here today? Why are you watching this live English masterclass? There's got to be a reason. Oh, we have a great reason here, getting a scholarship. Okay, so for you, it will help you to have more academic and probably career opportunities as well. Anicia says, I have friends abroad, or you would like to have friends abroad. Yeah, that's such a beautiful thing. You can get to know other cultures, other ways of thinking, other kinds of food. You can travel and meet those friends. That would be awesome. Okay. So you said a believer says I'm doing engineering. It will help me in my presentations. So in your job, and if you can present clearly and confidently in English, you can represent yourself well, but also represent your company, your job, your ideas, and hopefully your company can make more money, get more connections, and just overall have a better experience. So this is good for you, but it's also helpful for your company. I love it. Oh, Mario says, I could become a boss. Yeah. I love this. So you would be able to direct your own life more, probably with your job, be a boss, but also you would be extremely cool, Marius. Very cool. I saw a wonderful comment up here. Gregorius says, I could confidently teach my children. How sweet. I think a lot of my students are in this situation where they're they want to teach their children, or maybe their children speak better English than they do. Do your children speak better English than you? Or maybe their grandchildren. I have several students like this where their grandchildren moved to an English speaking country and they speak English fluently and they don't speak their native language very well. So you have to learn English to speak with your grandchildren. That is such a beautiful thing. Trying to connect with your family. So you're putting in so much effort to connect with them. I love that. You guys are so cool. Well, I would like to introduce a solution for you so that you can enjoy learning English, so that you can confidently speak clearly in English. I would like to invite you to join me in the Fearless Fluency Club. In the Fearless Fluency Club, there are thousands of amazing, motivated English learners who are waiting to meet you. And right now, there is a special $190 off discount. So we will talk about that a little bit later. But for right now, I would love to invite you to take a big step in 2025 and join us in the course. But what is it all about? Let's take a look. In the Fearless Fluency Club, you will be able to express yourself easily. This is absolutely the number one most important thing when learning English, whether it's for your job, whether you are traveling abroad, meeting other people from other countries, trying to get a scholarship. If you can express yourself in the same way that you express yourself in your native language, you are going to be unstoppable. You could do anything. Even if you don't speak it quite as well as your native language, if you have the vocabulary, the clear pronunciation, the sentence structure, and the opportunities to speak, when you get into English speaking situations, no problem. You're going to be amazing. And something that often my students tell me, and I have experienced as well, learning my second language, which is French, is when you are trying to speak, you often forget the words that you know that those words are in there, but you just can't remember them. So in this course, we focus on making sure that you have the words that you want to say. They're in there. I know that you know them. I'm going to teach them to you as well, but you have to be able to remember them in conversation. So this is an important thing that we focus on, remembering what you're learning. And for people like me who are extremely busy, I have a lot going on in my life, you don't have much time to study, probably. I imagine there are not many people in this modern world that just have so much free time. If you meet someone like that, let me know. Maybe they're retired. Maybe that's how they have so much free time. But if you do not want to waste time, you want to learn efficiently without wasting time, this course is designed so that you can quickly improve without wasting any time. And of course, if you have been studying English with me on the Speak English with Vanessa YouTube channel for a while, you know that my goal is to teach you real English, not classroom English, not textbook English, but the English that people actually speak in real life. So that when you visit the US, if you go to Disney World and people are talking to you and asking you questions, you will understand what they're saying and you'll be able to reply because you'll have been studying real English. This has happened many times to my English students where they study English and then come to the US and oh my goodness, everyone is speaking so fast. I have no idea what they're saying. How in the world am I going to reply? Because you haven't been studying real English. But in the Fearless Fluency Club, we only focus on real English so that you can actually accomplish those goals and have those conversations naturally and easily, and you'll be prepared. So let's take a look at what some of my students say in the course. Students are the best part of the course, the members in our community that we have, which we'll talk about in a moment. But my wonderful student, Ildiko, said, "This course is fantastic. I like the most that you teach us real English." So it's one thing if I tell you that I'm teaching you real English, and you see this in my YouTube videos that I teach you real English, but when my students say, "Yes, you are actually teaching us real English," you know it's true. They're the ones that said it. And my wonderful student, Yuko, said, "I think there's no other course which deals with real conversations of ordinary people." Okay, you can watch the news, you can watch political speeches, these types of things. But when you want to have real conversations with real normal people, which most of us are just normal people, right? The Fearless Fluency Club is where you need to go. This is going to help you learn real conversations with ordinary, normal people. So let's take a look at how this is possible. If you would like to join the Fearless Fluency Club, you can do that at any time before the end of the day. The discount, $190 for the yearly membership, will end at the end of the day today. So in 12 hours, this discount will be over, and that would be such a pity. So I hope that you can join before the end of the day. You can join at speakenglishwithvanessa.com/live. And at this link, you can join the Fearless Fluency Club for our yearly membership. The entire year of 2025, you will be able to join the Fearless Fluency Club. No problem. It will be great. Let me tell you what happens inside the course in just a minute. But first, I want to share with you a special student, my student Helly. I love her. She said, "This is the best course I've ever had. I like the way you teach, and now I feel confident to talk in English." This is the goal, right? To feel confident speaking in English. You might have all of the vocabulary in your head. You might have all of the grammar. You might know the pronunciation in your head, but to have confidence to talk in English, this is the dream. And I want you to be like Helly. I want you to have that opportunity as well. So I have a question for you before we go on to what actually happens inside the course, which I will tell you in a minute. I want to know, how long have you been learning English? Tell me in the comments, how long have you been learning English? And then we will talk about what happens inside the course and all of the details about the course. How you study, when you study, who you study with, all of this we will talk about in just a minute. I want to know, how long have you been learning English? Oh, 12 years in school. Okay, Dawit. Letitia says 5 years. Okay. Boris says 1 year. All right. Momtaz says, "I've been learning for 3 years." Great grammar, by the way. I've been learning for 3 years. Love it. Okay, Chandra says 6 months. Well, congratulations on being here only after 6 months. That's wonderful. Zarni says, "I've been learning English for 6 years." So 1 year and 2 months. All right. We have quite a span here. Some of you have been learning English for a long time, 6 years, 10 years, 5 years. Hakan says, I studied English 9 years at school, but I didn't speak. And you know what? This is extremely common. This happened to me with my Spanish classes in school. This happened to almost all of my students with their classroom English classes. They studied, but they didn't get the opportunity to speak. And it certainly was not real English that they were learning. So this can be pretty disappointing, right? You have been learning English for a long time, and you're still here wondering, how can I learn? What can I do? So the methods that you have been using, they haven't been working. Maybe you learned some, but I want you to be able to learn without wasting time and have a wonderful time while you're doing it. If you enjoy watching my YouTube videos, you know that I always try to bring a lot of excitement and energy and passion to my lessons, and I want you to feel that too. And that's what we try to strive for in the Fearless Fluency Club, is building that motivation and excitement. So let's take a look at the 4-step speaking method that we are going to use inside the Fearless Fluency Club. We call this the 4-step conversation breakdown method because we are going to be breaking down real life conversations. I'm going to walk you through the 4 steps. Each month in the course, you will follow these 4 steps, and we have countless ways that you can do this, but let's start with step 1. Step 1 in the Fearless Fluency Club is to watch a real conversation. So this means that you're going to be able to immerse yourself in over 40 different topics. Each month we focus on one topic. You're welcome to study more if you want, but my recommendation, if you want to study with the rest of us, is each month we will focus on one real conversation. This is an exciting, interesting, engaging topic. Each of the speakers will be talking with me about something that is passionate for them. We talk about an incredible variety of topics, from soccer to massages, to kayaking, to movies, to restaurants, to traveling, to books, so many different topics. And you get a chance to expand your vocabulary and learn about different topics, because I find that for me, when I'm speaking French, I often go back to those same conversations. Where do you live? How did you learn this language? I know how to reply to those questions, but I want to challenge myself and speak about a variety of topics. And that's what we do in the course, is each month we focus on a different topic in depth. So you will master that topic. And in the course, you have access to over 40 different conversations. This is just my recommendation to study one each month. And it's, I think, so much fun to be able to dive deep into that topic. All right, what is step 2? First, we watch the real conversation. The second step, we're not just going to watch it and then forget about it. Nope. This is an English course. We are going to study it. So step 2 is to study the vocabulary, the phrasal verbs, and the pronunciation that was used inside the course. This will help you to understand the real meaning of the conversation and help you to use it yourself in the other steps. So here we're going to be diving deep into key vocabulary that was used in the real conversation, key phrasal verbs, which are an essential part of English grammar that was used in the conversation, and some key pronunciation. In the pronunciation, we practice it together, this pronunciation lesson. We practice it together so that you can speak out loud and improve your speaking skills. All right, what do you think step number 3 is? Step 1 is to watch the real conversation. Step 2 is to study vocabulary, phrasal verbs, and pronunciation. Step 3, quiz yourself. Dun, da, da. But unlike those scary quizzes and tests that you took in school, this is a fun way to quiz yourself. You will quiz yourself on all that you just learned, the expressions, vocabulary, pronunciation, and see if you can remember what you've learned. I have integrated into the course multiple ways to remember what you're studying, because that's the challenge, right? You can study the information, but unless you remember it, it's not going to help much. So a quiz is just one way to remember it. We have many other ways in the course to review the information so that you can have it stick with you and you can use it in your conversations as much as you want. All right, I want to tell you about step number 4, which is very exciting. In fact, step number 4 will happen in 2 had a difficult time staying motivated to learn English. Have you ever struggled with motivation? You know that you want to learn English. You even enjoy it sometimes, but you find yourself doing other things instead. And then you realize, oh, it's been 2 weeks since I studied English. Why can't I stay motivated? Have you ever struggled with this? I want to know in the comments, have you ever had a difficult time staying motivated to learn English? I see a lot of comments here. Yes. Yes, I feel like I have a hard time staying motivated. You know what? You're not alone. Everyone has felt this because learning a language is like climbing a mountain. It's difficult. It can be enjoyable. A lot of people enjoy climbing mountains, but it's still hard. The struggle is that it's hard. Oh, I see lots of yeses. Yes. 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 Yes, you struggle to stay motivated. So, the number one thing you can do to stay motivated, really when you're doing anything, but especially when you're learning English, is this. I'm going to show you. The number one thing you can do is to join a community. When you have accountability, do you know what accountability means? This means that each person in the community is trying to help each other achieve a goal. You're not just looking at the teacher. Instead, the community, the group is helping each other. So when you join a community, you're not just learning by yourself, you're connected to other people. And as humans, we are social beings. We are meant to be together and help each other. And that is absolutely what will help you to stay motivated. Maybe you are struggling studying and listening and practicing for yourself, but you want to help this friend who you've met in our community. And that is what will keep you motivated. So working together is essential. And every Sunday, so in 2 days, today's Friday, so not Saturday, but Sunday, in 2 days, every Sunday, I host a weekly live streamed lesson. This is to our Fearless Fluency Club community every Sunday. And we will study the vocabulary, study the pronunciation, study the phrasal verbs together to stay motivated. And the goal of these lessons is that you will learn something inside the lesson, but also the little secret reason for those live lessons is to keep you motivated, to help you come together as a group, and to really be able to continue learning together. We have a lot of students who join these live stream lessons every week and have a great time from all around the world. I love it. So I would like to ask you another question. This is a big one. When was the last time you had a real conversation in English? I don't mean writing a comment on YouTube, writing a comment in the chat box, sending an email. I want to know, when was the last time you had a real conversation, you connected with someone else in English? Let us know in the comments, and I would love to see, when was the last time you had the opportunity to have a real conversation in English? If the answer is not in a long time or never, it's okay. You can share that as well, because you never know. Jeff says, oh, it's been a long time. Okay. That is very common. Michael says 2 years ago. Okay. Jennifer said last week. Great, great for you that you got to have a conversation recently. Never. Okay. All right. That is very common as well. Tuyet says, I talked to my students in class this week. Oh, so for you, you are speaking to your students in English. What a huge task. You are learning English, but you are also responsible for helping them. You must be an amazing teacher. I think the best teachers are always learning. So good for you, Tuyet. Andre says, some years ago. All right, so it's been a while. Oh, I see a lot of nevers. I don't have a chance to do that. Well, it is extremely common. If your answer is not in a long while, never, I don't have a chance to do that, this is really normal. This is extremely normal because you're probably living in your home country where people speak your native language, not English. So I want to give you an opportunity to speak in English and have real conversations every week. In fact, you could do it multiple times a week if you want. Let's see how this is possible. We have 2 exciting bonuses in the Fearless Fluency Club. Before I tell you about the first one, I'm going to take a sip of water. I get so excited, I have to hydrate. The first bonus in the Fearless Fluency Club are weekly speaking groups. Yes, that's right. Every week, you can speak with other students. Remember how I said the number one motivation is to practice together and study together? Well, here we go. Every week, students in the Fearless Fluency Club have the opportunity to speak together. We have a Fearless Fluency Club Zoom room, and after my Sunday live lesson, many students join the Zoom room and speak together. Multiple times throughout the week, students join and speak on Zoom. It doesn't matter your time zone. There are groups that meet in almost every time zone, and they speak together to have these wonderful conversations, but also make friends and connect. Some students in the course have even gone to each other's countries and met each other in person. I'm so jealous. I want to do this. I have met a few of my wonderful students in person before, but not enough. I would love to meet more. So when my students get a chance to meet each other, oh, what a beautiful thing. So usually students speak together on Zoom, but a few students have even met each other in person. How lovely. I would like to tell you as well about the second bonus in the Fearless Fluency Club, and this is something that we just started. I have never offered this before. We just started last September, maybe August, and it is this: daily bite-sized English lessons delivered to you by email. So our course lessons, the conversation lessons, studying vocabulary lessons, these are bigger lessons. They will take you 15, 20, 30, 45 minutes. You can study them in chunks. These are bigger lessons, but to help you stay motivated, I will deliver to you via email bite-sized emails, lessons every day, and this focuses on the vocabulary that we're studying. One of the email lessons will focus on pronunciation. You'll have a little pronunciation quiz in the email. Every day, you will receive, Monday through Friday, you will receive a bite-sized English lesson that is a piece of the English course. When I first started sending these out back in August or September, I wasn't sure if my students would feel like, oh, I'm getting too many emails, Vanessa. Every day, another lesson. But do you know what? This bite-sized daily English lesson has become one of my students' favorite English things in the entire course. They are so excited to receive these bite-sized English lessons that they voted these English lessons via email as one of the favorite features of the course, because we're all busy, right? but we usually check our email, and then you check your email, you see this bite-sized lesson, you study a bit of the course. You can click on the link and study the full lesson, of course, but this just helps you to remind yourself, oh yes, I'm going to be studying English later today. Oh yes, that's so interesting. I'm going to learn it just in 5 minutes, a little 5-minute bite-sized email. And this is, a pleasant surprise. I'm so glad that my students enjoy this method of learning, helping you to remember what you're studying. Just another way. One of my students, Simone, hi Simone. Simone says, I really like the Fearless Fluency Club because I can know new friends around the world, new words, and new interesting cultures. So she's focusing on the connection with other people. And that's the key here. Of course, there are wonderful English lessons available on YouTube and other platforms. But when you can connect with other people who are studying the same lessons as you, your English will skyrocket because you're studying great lessons, but also you will study them with other people who are doing the same thing. Lovely. I love this idea to be able to support and help each other. Yes, Zarni says it's so nice. There's so many determined learners here. I love seeing that. It's one of my favorite parts of my job that you keep me motivated. Yes, I make lots of English lessons all the time, but when I see that all of you are excited about learning English and are motivated about learning English, and you just need a guide, you need someone to guide you and say, here's what you can do. Well, that motivates me as well. So thank you for all of your wonderful motivation. One of my students, Elaine, says, what surprised me the most about this wonderful community is that there were opportunities to meet and interact with so many friends from around the world. Absolutely. So yes, there are great lessons, but you have opportunities to interact with friends around the world. This is what I want for you, to be able to interact and connect with people all around the world. You will have opportunities to speak. If you join the Fearless Fluency Club, you will not be saying, oh, I never have opportunities for a real English conversation. It's been so long since I've had this opportunity. Nope, you join the Fearless Fluency Club and you can speak with other people really today. There are so many opportunities to speak with other people in the course that you will not have to worry about that anymore. Now, I want to let you know inside the course, this is time for some facts. Are you ready? Inside the Fearless Fluency Club, there are over 235 real-life English lessons. These are conversation lessons, vocabulary lessons, grammar lessons, pronunciation lessons. They are focused on different topics. Everything is real-life English, what people really use in daily life. There are over 188 quizzes that you can study so that you can review what you've been learning and you don't forget it. And there are weekly live stream lessons. I have been doing these Sunday weekly live stream lessons for almost 8 years. Every Sunday, I am very dedicated to these Sunday live lessons, and my students are too. Some of my students have been showing up to these Sunday live lessons for years and years and years. You're wonderful students, very motivated. And so in 2 days, if you join the Fearless Fluency Club today, speakenglishwithvanessa.com/live so you can get your discount. If you join today before midnight, you can join the live stream lesson on Sunday. It will be your first live stream lesson, and I would love to be your teacher and help you with this. So this is what we do every single week, and because this is a yearly membership, you will have all the lessons that you need for the entire year. Today is January 17th, 2025. It's already 2025. I can't believe it. Today is January. This is January, so it is the beginning of the year. You will have all the lessons you need for the entire year. In just a minute, I'm going to show you a look inside the course so that you can see all of the lessons, take a look at what you will be studying, and if this will be a good fit for you, because thousands of students have loved the Fearless Fluency Club, and I want you to find out if it is a good fit for you as well. Before we take a look inside the course, I want to let you know that this discount, $190 off discount per year, this is including all 235 lessons in the yearly membership, and it is only available for the next 12 hours. So this discount closes at midnight tonight, New York time, EST. This discount closes because usually the full price is $420 per year to be in the course. But right now, at the beginning of the year, to encourage you to start studying English in the best way possible in the Fearless Fluency Club with our lessons and with our wonderful community, this will help you to have all the lessons you need, but also the community and a great discount at the beginning of the year. So this is a yearly membership. That means that you are going to pay the full price of $230 when you join the course, and this will renew after 1 year. But you are welcome to cancel your membership at any time. It is no problem. There's no hassle. I'll tell you about our refund policy in just a minute. But before we take a look at all of that, I would like to share my screen with you and show you inside the Fearless Fluency Club. Are you ready? I'm going to see if I can figure out how to do that. And we are going to take a look at the Fearless Fluency Club. All right, let's take a look. Okay, here we are. Let's take a look inside the Fearless Fluency Club. Here we are. This is the Fearless Fluency Club course, the yearly membership. Inside the course, we have several tutorials to help you get started. How to study this course, a 2025 study plan. So inside this study plan, we will tell you exactly which modules we will be studying, including some new modules that are coming out this year. You will have immediate access to without paying any more. And you will be able to see all of this inside your course. All right. Here are some tutorials: how to join our community, how to find an English speaking partner, and then here you will see all of the wonderful speakers that you will have access to inside the Fearless Fluency Club. These are the topics that we cover in the course. So many wonderful people here: martial arts, weddings, soccer, fashion, fermentation, healthcare, race, horses, real estate, Hollywood, classical music, cars. There are so many different real life English topics, and I'm going to show you inside one of these lessons so that you can take a look at what we are studying. Let's take a look at this lesson here about art. So inside each module, this is how we have 235 lessons. There are so many. You will see inside here, there is a lesson guide for each module. Inside this lesson guide, it is like a mini textbook. All the information that we are going to be studying is inside this lesson guide. You can download it, of course, no problem. There are vocabulary lessons.
Welcome to the Fearless Fluency
Club.
Vocabulary lesson. Thanks
key
so much.
Vocabulary from the conversation. There are phrasal verb lessons. You will be studying key phrasal verbs from this art conversation. At the end of each lesson, there are options to download the audio version. You can listen to it in the car. There are also options to take a quiz. Inside the pronunciation lesson, you will be able to study
welcome to this month's
pronunciation with me,
pronunciation
break
lesson in the
down
Fearless
some
Fluency
key
Club.
pronunciation
Today,
points.
you are going to improve your pronunciation.
And finally, we have the conversation module. Very exciting.
Hi,
you will meet a new speaker in each module, and we focus on something that speaker is passionate about. So here for Cassie, she is an artist. She makes sculptures. And in fact, at the end of this lesson, I visit her studio, and we can see inside her studio what she creates. It is a very dynamic lesson of what participating with this, and so do my students. Also, each module includes a story. This was actually recommended or suggested by my students. There are different audio versions you can listen to, of course. This story is a fun, somewhat silly, but very memorable story that includes all of the vocabulary, all of the grammar, all of the phrasal verbs from the entire module. This will help you to remember what you're studying and also just see it in a different way. You'll be able to answer questions out loud about this with the audio versions, and you'll be able to download that as well so that you can really focus on all of the information that you're learning. So this is inside just one module. All right, we're going to come back here. This is inside just one module of the Fearless Fluency Club. There are over 40 modules, an unbelievable amount of lessons. But I know that if I just gave you, here are 235 lessons, you will be absolutely overwhelmed and not know where to start. So that is why we have a 2025 study guide. All of the students are recommended to study these modules each month, and we study them together. We study them in the daily email lessons. You study them in the Zoom groups. We study them in the Sunday live stream lessons. This way you can really remember what you're learning. Of course, you have access to all of that, so you're welcome to study any module that you want. You can skip ahead and watch various conversations if you want. But this is a good way for you to be able to immerse yourself in real life English. But don't forget that this discount for the yearly membership, it ends at the end of the day today. So if you would like to join for the entire year of 2025 for $230, this is $190 off. You have to do that before the end of the day today. All right, I want to know, I've been talking for a while, if you have any questions for me about the Fearless Fluency Club. I'm going to be answering a few of those for the next few minutes, and then I will actually, before I answer those questions, I want to say thank you. I see we have a few people who joined the Fearless Fluency Club, and I would like to give you a shout out. I see Christina Gomez joined the Fearless Fluency Club. Christina, thank you so much. I'm so excited that you will join us in this community and these wonderful English lessons. I see also Anais Kiriba. Thank you for joining. You're awesome. Rikuto Tanaka, hello. Thank you so much for joining the Fearless Fluency Club. Over the next year, you will have every English lesson that you need, and you have access to such a wonderful, vibrant English community so you can speak together. And I will see you, Christina, Anais, and Rikuto. I will see you on Sunday for our live stream lesson. How wonderful. I love that. So I want to know if you have any questions for me. I see one great question. Space Sovereign says, is the membership for 1 year? Yes. So this is a renewing payment for 1 year. If you would like to cancel your payment at any time throughout the year, you can cancel your payment and you will continue to have access for the entire year that you paid for. No problem. If you would like to stay in the course, it will renew. If you join today, January 17th, it will renew again next January 17th. But this is for an entire year's access to the Fearless Fluency Club. Great question. SD says, I wish there was another way to join your live lessons on Sunday, maybe on Zoom. And you know what? All of the live lessons are recorded. I know some of my students need to work at that time. Some of my students just have other things going on, but all of the live stream lessons are recorded. So you're welcome to go back and review them at any time. We even have a free PDF for each of those Sunday live stream lessons so you can review what we talked about. I want to make sure that you're still able to study even if you're not available at that moment. Good question. Sadie says, how much is the course? How much do we want to pay? So the course, the total price is $230. This is for the entire year. So you pay once and you will have access to all of the course material, the entire community, the weekly live stream lessons, the Zoom calls with other members for an entire year. 2025 going to be the best year ever, right? So you will have access for an entire year. Your payment will renew next January, but you're welcome to cancel it before then, no problem. There's a simple button to cancel it, or you can email me and I can help you with that as well. But this will help you to have access for the whole year. You don't even need to think about it anymore. After you join, you have access to everything. Halo has a question. Can I join the club at any time? The answer is yes. You can join the course at any time, but the discount only exists for the yearly membership today. The discount will close in 12 hours. So if you would like to get the discount, $190 off for the yearly membership, you need to do that before the end of the day. This $190 off means that it is like you getting 5 months for free, which is amazing. Almost half of the year for free. So you pay $230. Usually each month is $35. So if you do the math, it is $420 for the whole year. But if you join today, before the end of the day, before midnight in 12 hours, you will be able to get this $190 off discount, which is like 5 months for free of the course. So this is absolutely your best deal joining the Fearless Fluency Club for 2025. And I hope you can do that. If you are currently a monthly member of the Fearless Fluency Club, you can also upgrade your purchase to get this yearly discount. It's like you getting 5 months for free. It is definitely a good deal. You'll be able to have the yearly membership instead of the monthly membership. And if you have questions about that, you can send me an email. Great question. Will it renew automatically in 2026 if I don't cancel it? Yes, this is a membership, so it will renew, but you're welcome to cancel it at any time. It's no hassle, no difficulty. Just simply click cancel, and you can do that at any time throughout the year. I saw another wonderful question here. Amanda asked, do you teach live classes? Yes. Every Sunday, I teach a live streamed lesson where we focus on a vocabulary point, pronunciation point, or grammar point, and a conversation topic. Each of those on Sunday morning, every Sunday morning, EST, New York time, I teach this live stream lesson. But the rest of the course, so what I just showed you, you study in your own time, whenever you're available, and I give you a bunch of tips about how to find that time, when to study, all of this in the guide. But this is lessons that you can review in your own time, and then you can join the live elements. You can join the live lesson that I teach every week. In 2 days, I'll be teaching one, so make sure you join so that you can join that live lesson. And also, students join together on Zoom multiple times throughout the week. So these students speak together, they answer questions from the course, they study the course together, and just make great connections together. So there are plenty of speaking opportunities. Comey has a question. Does the price remain the same the following year? Yes, you will be locked in to that yearly price. So the answer is yes. If you decide to stay in the course on January 17th, 2026, you will pay the same price, $230. It will not increase for you unless you cancel the course. We have a great question. Can we join the course for free? So this course is a paid course. If you would like to learn for free, I have some good news. You can study over 500 free English lessons here on my YouTube channel. I work so hard every week to put these free lessons out for you, to make them available, because I know not everyone has the opportunity to pay for a course. So this is good for you. It also helps me feel good too, that I am helping to provide lessons for people who can't study them. And if you would like to join a course, you can watch those lessons on YouTube and feel confident that you are going to get good quality English lessons in a paid course as well, which will guide you in the right direction. I think the only negative thing about studying, well, maybe there's multiple negative things, but one negative thing about studying English on YouTube is that you watch a video here, you watch a video there, a video here, and you don't know if you're on the right path. You don't really know if you are improving in the right way without wasting time. But when you join a course, I have designed the course so that you take this step, then this step, then this step, then this step, and you are on the right path. You're not trying to find lessons here and there. YouTube lessons are great. Please study those as well. But when you join a course, you're on the path, studying the course and studying English in a way that has been proven to improve students step by step. So those are the two differences. Those are the main differences, I would say, between studying on YouTube and studying a course. All right, before we go today, I would like to answer a question. I see this question here. And also I have this written out. Who is this course for? This course is for anyone who can understand today's live stream lesson. If you can understand me today, if you are a high beginner, intermediate student, or low advanced student, the Fearless Fluency Club is for you. If you simply want more speaking practice, well, the course can be for you as well, because you can always get more speaking practice no matter what your level is. If you cannot understand this lesson, then it's going to be pretty tricky understanding the real conversations, the vocabulary lessons. But I think if you can understand today's lesson, this course is for you. This is another great question. What is the refund policy? So if you join the Fearless Fluency Club and get this $190 off discount today before midnight at the link speakenglishwithvanessa.com/live, excuse me, you join the course and then you look at the lessons, you start to study the lessons, and then you think, oh, maybe this is not for me. Well, it is extremely easy to get a refund, a full refund, no fees, no hassle. All you need to do is send me an email and say, hey, Vanessa, I would like a refund for my course. Just like that, the moment that we see your email, we will click give refund and you'll get your money back. So I want you to be able to join with no hesitation, because I'm pretty certain that you will love the lessons, you will love the real English conversations, and you will enjoy the vibrant, motivated English community. So if you join the course today, yes, you can get a refund within 30 days. No problem, full refund. Yes, you can cancel your membership as well, but I'm pretty certain that you are going to join the Fearless Fluency Club and think, this is the best decision I will make in 2025. I'm so excited for you to join the course. In fact, I saw a few other students just joined. We have Yuhong Fu. Thank you for joining, Yuhong. And Katrine Hayder, thank you so much for joining. I know many of you have also joined. Those are just the two names that came up for me. So thank you so much for joining me in the Fearless Fluency Club. at the link speakenglishwithvanessa.com/live. You have about 12 more hours to join and get your discount. So I want to know if any of you have any final questions before we go today. Let's take a look if there's any final questions. Oh, we have some nice comment. Thank you, Cesar. Cesar says, I love your content. Thank you for learning English with me. You're very kind. Karen says, what can we do to join the course? All you need to do is go to the link speakenglishwithvanessa.com/live, and you will get the $190 off discount. This is available only for 12 hours, and you will join the course for $230 per year. You can cancel before your second payment if you would like, and you will get immediate access to all of the course, immediate access to our community, to motivated English learners, and you can join me on Sunday for the live stream lesson that I teach every Sunday. I would love for you to be able to do that. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I would love to see you inside the Fearless Fluency Club. If you have any questions, feel free to send me an email, contact@speakenglishwithvanessa.com. And I hope that you will be able to enjoy English in 2025. I hope you'll be able to study English with me and with our wonderful community, because this is the path to speaking real English. So thank you so much, everyone. Have a wonderful week, and I'll see you again the next time. Bye.